each other, and when these two meet, the whole nation pays attention. The Sooners headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Oh, he's got some space. Pass to 30. Pass to 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Longhorn.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the...
Could be an alley. The 40, the 30, the 10, and he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now in this defense to tackle.
So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Play this game in the shadow of Big Tex. You can get a corny dog out there, play carnival games, and see one of the great rivalries in the sport, David.
It's crazy. You literally walk outside of the stadium, and there are thousands upon thousands of people. They don't even realize a football game's going on, Jesse. They're just having a good time.
You're right. It's part of what makes this game so special. The Red River rivalry, there's just so much fanfare. There's so much tradition. And remember, with bragging rights on the line, this thing just means more.
Right back to the well. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Here's Arch to throw. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. He'll be brought down at the 32-yard line. Good job by the defense to keep him away from that first down marker. It's 4th down. Sends it back in motion. Manning to throw for it on 4th. He'll pull it down and run. Finds his way up just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds.
It just must be so nice to be such a good athlete and to realize 4th down, I want to pass the football, nobody open, I got this. I can take off, I trust myself, and he gets the first down. And these are the ones that just frustrate, annoy defenses by 4th down on your own side of the field, and he just took matters into his own hands.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Throwing Manning. Unloads it left. Makes the grab. It's Wingo. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
Man, is it going to be fun trying to stop this passing offense at Texas. Not only do you have to deal with Arch Manning throwing the football, but you got Wingo outside with all that speed, David. You bring in Cam Coleman from Auburn with his size and speed. So who do you cover if you're on defense?
Yeah, we didn't even mention the running backs who you bring in, too, who are studs. So, like, they're studs all over the field. This is an offense that, Sark, when they really get it going, man, the passing game becomes elite. And they can do so many good things to you. But just Cam Coleman and the ability to catch the football when he's not open. Like, it's second to none. Look forward to watching him and the Arch connection and how it grows.
They'll give it to Brown. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
To the ground to try to move the chains. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28. The Longhorns are in the hurry-up.
And the offense runs the football, and they get the 1st down. And you kind of get the feeling they've already gone for it on 4th down once. Like, they're going to do it again. And that just puts so much pressure on a defense. Like, to play an extra snap over and over again is really, really difficult. This offense appears to be in an aggressive mode.
Right back to the well. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
And the thing you got to watch out for with this running back is he's pretty streaky. When he breaks off a big one, more big runs normally follow soon after, and you're seeing it now on the last 2 plays. Big-time plays back-to-back, and you know right now he's calling for the ball again.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Going to the run, it's Brown. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the 1st quarter. Entertaining 1st quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the 2nd. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Arch is going to throw for it. It's complete on the right side. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to move the sticks with Brown. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7.
And I'm not surprised with the run, and I'm not going to be surprised if they run it again, right? This offense now set up. They've put a drive together, first and goal. Who can be more physical? The line of scrimmage is critically important when the field starts to shrink. Let's see who can bow up and make a play here.
On first down, it's Brown again. Touchdown, Longhorns! And they take it in for 6 more points.
What a start for this guy, right? 2 drives, and that's already his 2nd rushing touchdown. And listen, this area of the field, David, in the red zone, you got to be able to run it. It's really hard to throw. Windows aren't very big. But this dude right now is feeling it.
And as a defense now, I understand the mission. Palmer, it's pretty simple. They're going to run the football. So I've got to meet that physical challenge, man. I got to stop the run, or else this is going to be a long day for this defense.
And he's going to bring it out. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Oklahoma sends the offense out, ready to go on the attack. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And the Longhorns racing to the line in the hurry-up. Here's Manning to throw. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Here's a heat. Blasted as he lets it go. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And the QB leaves the pocket and he scrambles out and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football, but the relentless chase, I love it.
Now wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Fourth down, Manning. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. The Longhorns have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Here's Brown. Touchdown, Texas! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That's his 3rd score of the game, and he's up to double figures with 10 on the season.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
And here he comes out of the end zone. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. To the air, it's Mateer. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
You just got to have better concentration if you're the wide receiver. I know it feels like a routine completion. You still got to get 2 hands on the ball and look it in. That's a bad drop.
It'll be 3rd and long. They'll send the back in motion. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Makes the catch. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short throw. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They're throwing for it on 4th down. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down, and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. And the Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Looking to the big tight end. Got his man.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these 2 guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the field.
The Sooners can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
The Sooners go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Tackled after a short gain, it'll be 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Rides to the back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision, nice job by the running back, getting the yardage.
They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. They'll run the option. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Defense got it. They're on the run. Running wide open down the gut of the field. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Texas. The defense putting points on the board. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
You know, they say sometimes you got to be at the right place at the right time, and that linebacker was. When that ball came free, he saw it immediately, was able to scoop it, show you the speed, and he takes it back for a long touchdown.
Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
Yeah, and the defense comes up with the stop, and you just wonder, the analytics world and all that stuff, that whatever the card says to do, you're supposed to do. I wonder if they were listening to that card.
Here he comes. This is a gamble. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking to pass. It's Batir. Zings it complete to the right. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Now a timeout call by the Sooners. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield on 1st down. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing failed.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Right on the money. They finally make the stop, and that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Guys, let's get it started here. Week 6 on what's already been a revealing day here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's start with the USC Trojans taking on the number 12 team, the Penn State Nittany Lions. And it's USC not even blinking in this top 25 matchup. They took the lead on the opening drive of the game, and they've been adding to it ever since. Tough to imagine a halftime pep talk is going to change things. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Might be calling a hot route. Back to throw. It's Batir. Uncorks it. He's got it. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a 1st down. Just the ability to move the chains, keep the drive going, sort of quintessential efficiency from a Sooner quarterback.
Yeah, and from a Sooner offense, because, Reese, they keep the drive going, but what does that do? Most Oklahoma teams over the years, we see them go fast, and they wear you down throughout a football game. So the quarterback play on those completions that move the sticks that make you play 3 more plays, 4 more plays, 5 more plays, and just wear you out.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Now the play fake. Starts to scramble to the left. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Takes a hit as he fires. Oh, look, Ma, one hand. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
We love to talk about receivers having a catch radius. When you make catches like that, one-handed, man, oh man, your quarterback is going to be coming back throwing your way a lot more often.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Fires to the right. Working the big fella downfield and outside. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
And I like it. Third down and short, and this offense stays aggressive, and now they're set up. Forget the field goal. We're not looking for 3 now. Now set up in a first and goal, trying to get a touchdown.
And the Sooners trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. They just keep firing. Fires into the end zone. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And guys, I tell you what, man, they went into half, they were ready to rock and roll to start this second half. They put a nice drive together, and then it's just about managing the game, right? Don't take points off the scoreboard. I start to get an area where I'm in field goal range. I'm getting ready to score a touchdown. Be smart with the football. He gets just a little greedy in the defense.
There he goes. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. And the Longhorns want to crank the tempo.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wide receiver going in motion. Handoff for Brown. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. The Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Arch Madness. Unloads to the wideout. Looking for the goal line. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. They'll run with Brown. Touchdown, Longhorn! And the punishment has been extended.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Wide receiver comes in motion.
Booster, booster.
Manning. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Well, head coach obviously decided it was best to go for 2 points right there. They didn't get it, and you just wonder if chasing the points is going to hurt this team later in the game.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line.
Here we go. Ready. Back 14. Ready, go.
Trying play action. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy at second down.
And man, this home crowd has grown frustrated with what they've seen from this offense. I mean, they just haven't put drives together. They haven't been explosive. And another incompletion, and the clock is ticking. It's running down. They've got to find a way to create some big plays, to create some momentum, and get these guys on their feet,
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the late in the 3rd quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive. They've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
And the 3rd down pass is knocked away by the D.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out. They're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On 4th down, going to the air. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own in great field position.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Try the right side with Brown. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that 1st down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Now facing a 3rd and long.
Sweep. Q. Run. Squid. Hydro. Flash. Lives. Ready, go.
To throw, Manning. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorn. Made the grab in the end zone. What a grab and what a quick strike for that offense.
And when I'm an offensive coordinator and I see a short field, I'm thinking attack. Go get that touchdown. Take advantage of what the defense gave you. Great job on the offensive coordinator.
Going for 2 here, and if they get it, it'll be a 5-possession game.
Here we go. Ready.
Looking for a man. It's Manning. He makes the grab in the end zone for the 2-point conversion. I don't think it would have killed them to kick it there. Just Watching the clock drain away in this one, it's all but in the books. Let's take a look at the top 25, and this game might have an impact on these rankings next week. And here he comes out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. The give to the back. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
And he uses the stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the first down.
Well, they came into this game today knowing that this guy was going to have to leave his mark in this one, toting the rock, and he's done that. He's come up with some big plays, and he continues to do that here late at a juncture where they've got to continue running it if they're going to win.
Makes the grab in their space. Running through contact. And he's brought down after making the big catch, but not before he picks up more than 40.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
Handoff to Xavier. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
The Sooners with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Handoff to the lone back. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Well, I understand they're trying to catch the defense off guard by running the football, expecting them to be in some kind of zone coverage, but you're trailing late in the game. You're going to have to throw to win it. That's what I'd expect them to do on this next play.
3rd and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the first. They'll try to run for it. Maybe a crease. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, you know they're running the football. It's just a matter of who's getting it and where they're going. But this offense, it really didn't matter. Nice job up front, nice execution, picking up not only the one, making it an even bigger play and getting the first down.
The Sooners trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? This is a designed run. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. touchback, the ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. It was the Longhorns who will ride off into the sunset with the coveted golden hat trophy after beating their despised rival to the north. That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. Valley, Clemson Memorial Stadium. This is one of those benchmark opportunities for both teams, a mid-season top 10 showdown. It's the Indiana Hoosiers and the Clemson Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Thank you, guys. I have checked in with the Tigers head coach here pregame. This is a crucial conference matchup. He understands this will be the separator. Who will make it to Atlanta? This is the first step today. With both teams doing well in the conference so far, this will be the separator they need. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. The Hoosiers ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Looking for a gap. It's Davidson. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, to say that this guy was unblockable in their last game is definitely an understatement. He was living in the opponent's backfield, and he does it again very early in this one, David. And I know he was a guy this offensive line and this coaching staff were concerned about, and early on, they don't have an answer for him.
I'm about to say that they still have the concerns because, geez, early on, he's in the backfield right away. Got to have some kind of an answer, man. First of all, maybe not run towards his side. Secondly, maybe we double team him, but there's got to be a plan because when you...
Maybe some room here. Inside the 40. The 30. The 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Clemson.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. On the run, it's Richard. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. All right, guys, let's talk a little Indiana. And what a challenge this is going to be for both teams, both with unblemished records, both sitting atop the conference, and both eager to square off against each other.
And what I think makes this one more fun is that it's not just the 2 top teams in the conference. These might be 2 of the better teams in the entire country. These 2 teams might make the college football playoff. Lots of football out ahead, but this is a matchup. Regardless of whether you're a fan of these teams, the conference, of college football you've been waiting to see.
And it's so nice that whoever wins this, you talk about putting yourself in a great position, you hand them a loss in the conference, move them down the standings, and you have the tiebreaker. A lot on the line today.
Look, as an offense, you're always going to take completions over incompletions and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that 3rd down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not by much.
3rd down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. the play fake. Throws to the tight end. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He might want another play. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. This offense has it with really good field position. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. Seems as if these two have been on a collision course for a top 5 meeting like this. And big picture, guys, it can really help their playoff positioning.
Yeah, we all circled this game at the start of the year. We knew this one was going to have conference championship, national championship, Heisman Trophy implications too, David. So lots riding on this one, and may the best team win.
And this will be huge down the stretch. It gives you a shot in the arm. You prove your worth in this football game, and you start to build your case as you get to the end of the season of why you could possibly get to the best team in the country.
Under fire. A strike downfield. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
Man, it's so nice to have a quarterback who doesn't flinch. You watch it, man. He's hanging in there, right? Hanging in there. Takes some time for those routes to get down the field. Gets hit as he throws it, but delivers the ball, a catchable ball down the field, and makes the big play. Nice toughness by that young man.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
A little bit inside, a little bit outside. Nice job. Hey, keep him guessing, right? You run it up the middle to keep him honest. Now toss it on the perimeter. Make them set the edge on the outside with their defensive ends. They don't do a good job here. Nice positive gain. Now let's go get 7.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Got it. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal.
They pick up the first down on the drag route, and good job by the receiver knowing it was man coverage. If he's looking, he's booking. He gave his quarterback the eyes right away that says, hey, I'm not stopping, put it out in front of me, I'm getting this first down.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Clemson! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes. It just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Number 81, set to kick this one.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. The run inside. It's Beebe. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And here's what you know about Indiana football. They're going to be physical. They're going to be so well coached and disciplined, and they're going to run the football. It was the key ingredient to helping Fernando Mendoza win a Heisman, like the ability to RPO off of it. So, Palmer, I don't know who the names are going to be throughout the season, but I know they're going to run downhill, no nonsense, and they'll have a guy that they'll hitch their wagons.
Yeah, everybody talking about losing Mendoza, but Black and Hemby were a big part of that thing, too. I think the offensive line, though, was key to it all. Anytime you have 2 1,000-yard rushers, it's because the guys up front are pushing people around, and that was the secret sauce to Indiana's Cinderella run a year ago. So Up front, these guys have to continue to dominate. They'll reload the backfield through the portal, through recruiting, but it all starts and stops with the big fellas pushing people around. That's going to be the key for them on offense.
To the air, it's Hoover. Bringing the heat. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. He picks it up, still on his feet.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
And the Hoosiers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Clemson calls its second timeout. They burned a couple early, now down to just one timeout to work with. You want to talk about hearts and throats when that ball was on the ground? The offense recovered its own fumble. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the disjointed start just looks sloppy when you get a false start. It's second and long. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle, it's Richard. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. The Hoosiers in the hurry-up. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40. And the Hoosiers are rolling down the field.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Pulls it in. It's Barker. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ipte if they can stop him on third down. Looking for a man. It's Hoover. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
You know, on a third and short like that, you just have to have great chemistry between the quarterback and his receiver. They just couldn't get on the same page. Now it's a fourth down.
The Hoosiers will come to the line to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. Fourth down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play in. You've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive, and he's not able to come up with it.
He's looking to throw. That's reeled in. It's Johnson. And he won't quite get there. But, boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. They'll go to the air on second and short. Snagged out of the air. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've reached the break. Clemson has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. So first down here as they go back to work. Quarterback making checks. To the air on first down. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. Trying to take it back. They'll make the stop on the return at the 38-yard line as this defense records an interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Indiana sends the offense onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
You give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make first downs. First and 15 here. Wants to throw. It's Hoover. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
After the incompletion, it's second down. Back to pass. Flushed out of the pocket. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And it's picked off for the third time today.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Grabbed on the right side, that's Wesco. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
The Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. Snags it, and there's running room. Touchdown, Tigers. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go downfield. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Nice grab to get that squib kick inside the 10. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these
turning it on. He goes out of bounds, couple of yards short of the 20. They'll mark it at the 18.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
From their own 18-yard line, it's first down. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Lets it fly. Just let him a little too far across the sidelines. Couldn't make the catch in bounds. It's incomplete.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got his man downfield. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. And the Hoosiers will hustle to the line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Looking downfield, it's Hoover. Under fire. He'll get rid of it. Connection to the right. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chain.
And obviously huge shoes to fill if you're Indiana's offense this season, having to replace a Heisman Trophy winner in Fernando Mendoza, David. And it's not going to be easy. And obviously you go to the portal and you try to bring the next guy in. But honestly, when you look at Indiana's quarterback play, it goes even beyond Fernando Mendoza to Curtis Rourke the year before that. They have been so consistent at this position as of late.
Yeah, and I think with Indiana proving who they are now as a program, like if you come here as a quarterback, you're going to have success. You're going to take a leap, a Fernando Mendoza type leap, right? Like where he was a good player, he became a great player. So people are going to continue to line up to play in a smart, efficient offense where you're going to have a lot of success.
That's caught. It's Richard. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
You never want to say it's over early. I mean, we're here early in the game, but considering what the scoreboard is saying, they absolutely had to have that play for them to stay in this football game. And sometimes it just takes one great throw and one great catch to wake you up. They need to score a touchdown on this drive. They need to score another touchdown on their next drive, but maybe that's the play that turns things around for them.
They'll move the wide receiver. Caught in the backfield, it's Bond. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Motion from the wideout. Looking for space. It's Richard. And he's in. Touchdown, Hoosiers.
A nice job by this offense, putting the scoring drive together. And now, listen, it's not even halftime yet. So keep fighting, going to halftime, regroup. We found a little something on this drive. See if we can cut into this lead and continue to make this game closer and closer.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Johnson. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll start this drive going to the air. With the catch, it's Johnson. He navigates some traffic, steps out of bounds at the 27 as this offense tries to get something going. And after that last completion left them with just a yard or so to go for a first down. How will they attack on 2nd and short? Looking to fire. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. Making side adjustments here. They'll run play action. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. The Hoosiers take their first timeout. Gives them a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
Tell you what, coaches catch heat a lot nowadays, especially on social media. I expect him to catch a lot of heat. 4th down, long yardage situation on your own territory, and you want to go for it, and you fail, and you're surprised. You definitely shouldn't be surprised. Just don't check your mentions, dog.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Richard. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Preston. The Tigers spin their third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Third down. Red zone play. Crowd alive. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. This third down a little longer after that penalty. Back to pass. It's Hoover. Oh, they're after him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Set to advance on the football.
Coming out with it, it's Johnson. Makes a move. Got a little room. Wide open, it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
They'll snag it just inside the 10. We'll see what they can do on this drive as it starts at the 8. Running inside. It's Beebe.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. On the ground, it's Richard. He'll be stopped for no gain, and we're not far away from that whistle blowing to end festivities here in the first half.
And as you start to settle into games as a play call, you start to figure out what works and what doesn't work, and they really got to find a way to get this running game going. They haven't figured it out yet. Like, maybe get the ball more on the perimeter. You know, find a way to get the ball to your running back in space. This offense really has to find a way to get the ground game going.
Just feeds the running back. He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short, and it's 4th down. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, it is my pleasure to welcome everyone into the Week 7 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with the South Carolina Gamecocks taking on the Auburn Tigers.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
Back to throw, it's Hoover. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. From the gun, wants to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And you thought maybe in the second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Trying to start the drive with a pass. They find Wesco open on the right. He'll take it up to the 45-yard line. They stop him and knock him out of bounds.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Pressure coming. Makes the grab. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to throw again. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. Still third down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Blasted as he lets it go. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Looking for more room. He's at the 30. And a sensational return, and they finally stop him inside the 15.
I love defenses that make big plays, that understand what they're trying to get from the offense, understand how to attack it, jump some of these routes, make these interceptions, and then not only that, when you get the football, try to do something with it. Don't slide down. Don't take a knee. Try to bring that thing back to the house. You set your offense up for great field position.
Makes a man miss. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. The Hoosiers come to the line in the hurry-up. With the run on first and goal. Touchdown, Hoosiers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He'll bring it out to the 33-yard line, and that's where he stopped, and that's where they'll put it in play. Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse? Makes a grab and room to run. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Wants to throw it again. Turns it loose deep. He's got it inside the 30. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. The Hoosiers take their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. And that last one might have helped the completion percentage, but it didn't go forward. 2nd and 10 here. Back to pass. Rushes on him. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
Quarterback slides, and that is a punch to the gut to any defense to let a quarterback get out and move the sticks there.
And that is such a gut punch for this defense because you're trailing in the game. You're trying to get off the field. You think you got the quarterback in the backfield for a sack, and he's able to escape, scramble, and go pick up the first down. That is a killer. If you're the defensive coordinator, you've now got to find more ways to get pressure on this guy and get him on the ground.
Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
And they bring the blitz. I mean, you could tell. They want to make him feel uncomfortable as quick as possible, and you can see him. He takes off with the football, and they just trying to get to him, try to get him on the ground, but this defense choosing to blitz right now in this football game.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. It's on target and complete. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it, make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Tigers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Might be changing the route. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? Just keeps slinging it. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath.
This is an offense that takes a lot of pride in their third down execution. They've done an outstanding job of that here in this drive. They've got the lead. We're in the third quarter. And they're thinking to themselves, we can ice this thing if we can score another touchdown. We can put so much pressure on the opponent if we keep converting these third downs. Really good job there by the QB in this offense.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Fires to the wideout. Got it! That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Send the tight end in motion. Wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger. Got it right in the heart of the end zone.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
They were ready. Oh, it's on the ground. High ball. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back. The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. Takes the handoff. It's Beebe. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks. But how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Hoover. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
When they've got him looking run, now to pass. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
You got to give the defense credit here because they came out here in the second half with the goal of putting the clamps on this passing attack, and they have not allowed a completion yet in the third quarter. This offense has thrown it time and time again. Nothing there.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Working on the right. Tight coverage there did not stop him from making the grab. It's 1st and goal from the 8. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Running the red zone. It's Richard. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? To throw, it's Hoover. He's got it and still on his feet. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Little over anxious out of the stands early, and it's a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They've got no one to blame but themselves for making it a little tougher with the false start. 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. Absolutely center cut. That'll trim the deficit to 15.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They finally get him stopped after he maneuvered his way to the 42. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. So working with a lead here, they'd like to put together a long, time-consuming drive and put this thing away. Caught close to the marker, it's Davidson. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the 4th quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
Wants to throw on 1st down. Takes a hit as he fires. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Got some room to run.
This is frustrating. You know, you're an offense. You're in a great position. You're up by 2 scores. All you do is take care of the football. Premium, taking care of the football. We're trying to run some clock. We're trying to get out of here with a W. Turning the football over is the worst thing you could possibly do.
Indiana sends the offense onto the field. So getting the ball back on that interception at least gives us a chance to have a finish in this one. To the air, it's Hoover. Pocket breaking down. He's sacked. This defense all over it. And the Hoosiers want to pick up the tempo.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the ground, and they better get ready again. Look at this offense. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Takes it the other way. Stopped at the 46-yard line and just making a play and turning in the interception.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter, everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Offense gets the ball back, up by 2 scores. Holly, what do you have?
Guys, things are starting to get intense down here on the sideline. The turnovers have been the story of this game, and it all starts with this defense. After that last interception, they came to the sideline, and the guys keep saying, let's keep eating. This defense is fueling this team today and taking control of the game. Back to you.
All right, Holly. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air on second down. Finds his big tight end. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
And if you had any questions about this quarterback's arm talent, now you've got your answer. Wow.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Going to the running game. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Well, it's a good route by the wide receiver. He gets to the middle of the field. I think he just took his eyes off the football.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. He turns that loose down the right side.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
The offense changing the play. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Converts on 4th down, still going. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on.
Touchdown, Tigers! And the route is on. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Number 81, set to kick it away.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll go out of bounds at the 22-yard line, and that's where this offense will take over. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. Unleashes one. With the catch, it's Marsh. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
The run inside. It's Richard. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. After that last play, there is a Clemson Tiger slow to get up. That is the freshman defensive end that they're very excited about. They're hoping that he's able to return to the game shortly. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Dropping back, it's Hoover. Throws to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Motion from the back. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Richard. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on. That time made a real good decision. And I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. He looked like a receiver making that catch and getting extra yards.
The Hoosiers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for room. It's Richard. Here's a little headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Indiana! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That's 3 touchdowns in this game, and he's up to 11 on the season.
Man, oh man, what a day. His 3rd touchdown rushing, showing you he's got a little bit of everything and padding those stats. And all you fantasy football guys, if you have my man at running back, that's a good day.
Here comes the 2-point try. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And these decisions to go for 2, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points. And then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
Number 15, set to kick this one away.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Gets it just across the 30 to the 31-yard line, and that's where the return is stopped. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Offense gets the ball back, up by 2 scores. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use it.
Snags it, and he's open. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. And the Tigers, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback may change this route. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Finds a man on the right. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
Hey, he's spreading the ball all over the yard, man. A lot of times when you go to one guy, man, I can kind of shut them down, or I can run coverages to stop wide receivers. Now getting the tight end involved, using the whole field, really in a flow, in a rhythm, the passing game looking good.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Short completion on first down, and here comes 2nd and 8. In the red area, it's Davidson. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
Touchdown, Tigers! And the stomping has commenced. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated, whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams. They have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Scanning the field, it's Hoover. Here's a heat. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He's taking a deep shot. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining. Looking downfield on first down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He's going for the big play. Makes a grab. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. And the Hoosiers trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. To the air, it's Hoover. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. They reeled off 6 straight